In fact, let's go across now to the breaking news that is coming in, and this one is Abdul Basit, Pakistan Envoy, ducking questions from the media this morning. Abdul Basit, who was summoned by the Indian Ministry of External Affairs as well after the decision on Kulbhushan Jadhav being sent to gallows by the Pakistani military court. India has expressed displeasure, and also now this morning Abdul Basit coming out of his residence refusing to take any questions on the Pakistan's treachery. Abdul Basit has been also called for yet another round of meetings. In fact, let me also try and get our reporters online to get more details on that, as India is exploring option on how to save Kulbhushan Jadhav. Back home, there is also a political heat with the Congress set to raise the matter in the parliament. But Abdul Basit, who's refusing to take any questions this morning. Yesterday, we had seen that Pakistan's defense minister, who has categorically dared India, saying that any such incidents, Pakistan will act sternly of any spying incident on Pakistan. But they have forgotten that there hasn't been any proof of Kulbhushan Jadhav being a spy. In fact, lack of evidence, lack of consular access in contravention with the Vienna Convention, and Pakistan stands exposed. It's not the first time they've done it. Let me go across to my colleague Kamaljeet joining us. Kamaljeet, Abdul Basit refusing to take any questions today from the media, but will the Indian government will be summoning him again to ensure Kulbhushan Jadhav is brought back? What are the options that the Indian government will be discussing with the Pak envoy?
India taking this particular issue to the highest of levels, and obviously in this process Abdul Basit has been summoned, and remember, he would be done again. But the fact is that the consular access as well as note verbals, which was issued to Pakistan at least 13 times, has not been responded to. India believes that the trial has not been fair, it's not been transparent, that there are steps which need to be taken, and obviously raising it in an international platform, also conveying the displeasure of India to Pakistan is one of the steps. But obviously India is already calling it, if there is a hanging which will take place, it would be a travesty of justice and a murder. So that is how India's stand really is. The fact is that Kulbhushan Jadhav was kidnapped from the Pakistan-Iran border. He is a businessman. They never really denied that he was a naval officer, but he had left Navy and he was involved in business. That's the status stand. And remember, so far only statements, and remember, no evidence has been brought to the court of Pakistan, and that is where India is strongly contesting. What was the tearing hurry to announce and hand over death sentence to Kulbhushan Jadhav when there was not even a concrete evidence available against him?
Well, be with me, Kamal, because even as Abdul Basit is ducking questions, is the time for reaching out to Pak Envoy now over? Should India take stern steps? Because this is what Pakistan's defense minister has said. Let's take a listen to that as well.
हमारी सालमियत के खिलाफ पाकिस्तान में दहशतगर्दी की पुष्टपनाही करने के लिए एक दुश्मन मुल्क से अगर कोई शख्स आएगा और हमारे सरजमीन पे बैठ के हमारी सालमियत के खिलाफ साजिशें करेगा, हमारे कातलों को जो है वो माली और दूसरी पुष्टपनाही जो है वो प्रोवाइड करेगा, तो उससे तो रियासत बड़ी आही हाथ से निपटेगी और उसके लिए किसी किस्म का रहम या रियायत या कोई और इस किस्म का जज्बा किसी के दिल नहीं होगा, ना होना चाहिए। और ये वार्निंग जो है, जो हमारे खिलाफ साजिशें करते हैं और दहशतगर्दी की पुष्टपनाही करते हैं, उनके लिए भी वार्निंग है कि अगर कोई ऐसी हमारे हाथ बंदा लग गया, चाहे ये खुद सरपरस्त हों या जिनकी ये सरपरस्ती कर रहे हैं, हम किसी को भी जो है किसी किस्म की रियायत जो है नहीं बरतेगी रियासत जो है, और वो आनी हाथ के साथ इनसे निपटेगी।
So when Pakistan is daring, here are the options before India this morning, and what India can do to save Kulbhushan Jadhav. Remember, Congress has moved a motion in the parliament as well asking for centre to intervene. India can approach International Court of Justice and appeal there against Pakistan's dictatorial judgment against Kulbhushan Jadhav. Also, they can indulge in back-channel talks and diplomacy again with the Sharif government, although that possibility is minimal at this point. And redressal is also possible through military appellate court, even a legal route through Pakistani Supreme Court can be taken, given the fact that till now there hasn't been any execution timeline that's been decided for Kulbhushan Jadhav. So is the time running out fast before Pakistan acts? Should India press for a greater response and also a stricter stand with Pakistan, rally the other countries across the globe and put pressure on Pakistan? Well, Kulbhushan Jadhav's family is hoping for a justice. Glimmer of hope is less. My colleague Virendra today tracked down the family. They've refused to speak to the media. Here's a report by my colleague Virendra.
काका जाधव का फैमिली नहीं होगा अभी? नहीं। वो लोग कल ही निकल गया, परसों निकला नहीं।
वो नहीं जाएगा ना।
आप लोग नाइट में, दिन में आप लोग?
अभी आए। हम लोग अभी आए।
कल आप लोग थे सर? कल थे आप लोग?
हम लोग थे कल।
अच्छा।
आगे कुछ बोल नहीं सकते।
तो ऊपर ताला लॉक लगाए क्या घर पे? लॉक लगाए घर पे? Building.
Kulbhushan Jadhav and his family are staying in this Silver Oak building at Powai in Mumbai. Right now you can see one police Bolero vehicle outside being parked here for the security purpose and for the formality that to keep media and the press people stay away from this building and not to allow them inside the building. But let me show you the flat in which the Kulbhushan Jadhav and his family, mother, wife, son and daughter. This is 502 B wing and on the 5th floor. This particular flat has been closed because yesterday in the second half the family moved out. They moved to such a location which is still not been known. You can see the bed, see the bedroom. You know, all the clothes are still hanging, outside the balcony. So that shows that it was such an emergency, such a hurry that they just, forget to take away all the clothes from inside. So the flat is closed. We spoke to the security men. They said that since yesterday the flat has been locked. They don't know where exactly the family has been moved out. We tried to speak to some of the friends and the family member as well, but still they are not willing to speak anything on camera, even officially, anything about this incident. We have been told from the sources that the family might be moving to Delhi because to meet the central government on this particular issue. When, what time, that is still unknown. But yes, that's the only option they have, that they are completely believing in the central government and their support. So family, maybe throughout the day today, they might be reaching Delhi. But as of now, family is not in the building. They have moved to some undisclosed location. With camera person Vaibhav, this is Virendra in Mumbai for India Today.
Now also we connected to Sarabjit Singh's sister Dalbir Kaur this morning, and she's also joining in to the campaign of Save Kulbhushan Jadhav, and her plea is to stop politics back home and start putting pressure on Pakistan.
ईमानदारी से मान लेना चाहिए कि हमारी सरकार कोई भी हो वे अपना पक्ष मजबूती से नहीं रख पाती है, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है। यदि अपना पक्ष मजबूती से रख पाएं और ठोस बात करें और ये दरियादिली दिखानी बंद कर दें, जैसे को तैसा होकर मिलना शुरू कर दें, तो मैं समझती हूँ कि हमारे किसी भी हिंदुस्तानी नागरिक को वे कभी चोट नहीं पहुंचा सकते। मैं कल देख रही थी किसी चैनल पर कि किस तरह से वे पाकिस्तानी जो लोग थे वे हंस रहे थे। इनको बड़ा मजा आता, अच्छा लगता है। ये बौखलाहट में है इस समय। जो भी ये करते हैं बदले की भावना से करते हैं, नफरत की वजह से करते हैं, बौखलाहट में करते हैं। जाधव को जब इन्होंने पकड़ा था तो तब शायद हमारे गुरदासपुर में वो सब चल रहा था। हम लोग इतने इनको सबूत देते हैं। यदि हमारे जाधव के इनके पास सबूत है, यदि सरबजीत के सबूत है, तो सरकार को क्यों नहीं दिए? अगर ये ईमानदार है, हिंदुस्तान के साथ दोस्ती रखना चाहते हैं, अपने जो संबंध है वे सुधारना चाहते हैं, मधुर करना चाहते हैं, तो जो सरबजीत को जिन लोगों ने हत्या की थी जेल के अंदर, उन कैदियों के साथ क्या हुआ? क्या आज तक पता चला कि उस साजिश के पीछे किसका हाथ था? कोई कार्रवाई हुई? हम लोगों ने सुना क्या कि आज उनकी सुनवाई है या परिवार को टाइम मिला? हम भी 18 साल इसी बात को लेकर गुहार लगाते रहे, हमें मिलने की इजाजत दे दीजिए, हमारे दूतावास को मिलने दीजिए, हमारे अधिकारियों को मिलने दीजिए। लेकिन ये झूठे हैं, इनके आरोप झूठे होते हैं, फर्जी मुकदमे होते हैं, फर्जी आरोप होते हैं, फर्जी इनके गवाह होते हैं। इसी वजह से ये हमारे अधिकारियों को उनको मिलने नहीं देते। जबकि किसी भी देश का नागरिक किसी दूसरे देश में पकड़ा जाए तो अधिकार होता है कि वहां की सरकार को बताया जाए कि आपका नागरिक पकड़ा गया, इसके ये आरोप सिद्ध हुए, इस पर ये आरोप लगाए गए हैं, ये यहां से पकड़ा गया। जाधव को तो आप ईरान से वो किडनैप करके ले आए हो, अगवा करके ले आए हो, और आज कहते हो मुझे बताइए कि वो कौन सा देश है, पाकिस्तान बताए वो कौन सा देश है जिसने मात्र कबूल कर लेने पर उसे फांसी की सजा दी हो या जासूस होने की सजा फांसी दी हो। पाकिस्तान नहीं सुधर सकता, कभी नहीं सुधर सकता, जो मर्जी कर लो नहीं सुधर सकता।
Continue tracking that story.